Hello everyone, welcome to the Awakened Healer Within. I'm Jackie, and today I'm coming to you outside. It's a very quiet day here in Alaska, which is awesome. I'll pan around so that you can kind of see where one of my favorite places to take a walk out on this bike path. Yeah. So wherever you are in the world, if this is your first time watching this series, it is for those of you that are healers, whether you are new or very advanced. Connecting to some of my spirit guides known as the Entourage that you can see in the description below the video, that help us with understanding concepts, tools, techniques, and insights for this ability that we have to heal ourselves. I will mention that I don't have a TV, but I watch a lot of documentaries online, and I saw one the other day with Matias de Stefano. If you don't know who he is an amazing man that also acts as a healer and portal for the planet. And he made a really interesting quote. I've never heard it from anyone else, so I think it's safe to quote him on this. And he said, in order to be able to move forward in the healing abilities, and I'm just saying that myself, the quote went something like this: you first have to understand how you work inside to then understand how the planet works. And he was talking about the pyramids and how those people at that time, when they built the pyramids, that they were fully capable of doing it because they became the pyramid. They became every part, every aspect of it. And that's where that statement came after that, because he's like, you have to know who you are to then really begin to create the reality around you. Because when you realize that you are the reality around you, things happen, things change, right? And so I really loved that quote. I was like, yeah, you gotta know how you work. And that kind of goes in again as some of my other videos, which again, if this is your first one, they build upon each other. So definitely go back and check out the whole series. But I've always said, you may want to be like, I want to be a healer and I want to work on the planet and I want to work on other people. But I'm always stressing the importance of working on yourself, because if you don't understand who you are and understand how it feels, then you're not going to be able to sympathize or understand, in other words, what you're doing to others or what you're doing to the planet. You want to know what it feels like. You want to have a better understanding. When I first started in 2012, when my healing turned on, I spent months just working on myself. And then what happened is it really just started working through me. But I didn't really want to work on other people until I had a better understanding on what it was doing for me. And that's another reason why I tell people, I'm like, I won't give you a tool or technique unless I have, processed it, because Metatron and Archangel Gabriel, they gave me a lot of these tools and techniques that I have given you 3 years ago. And I'm just now starting to give them out to people. I test this stuff, man. I'm not gonna, well, you know me. Those of you that have been watching me, I'm authentic. I don't want to ruin or discredit Because I'm crediting it all back to them, and of course they're like, yeah, I think they like the fact that I test all this stuff out before I give it to you, because otherwise I would not only ruin my name, but ruin theirs, or potentially. So anyway, I'm rambling. But just keep in mind, there is a lot to be said for the time, the energy, the self-care space that you provide yourself to learn how to heal within. Because it's when you do that you understand the transformation, the ascension that's going on around you. Learn how to become the tree. Learn how to become the bridge. Learn how to become the mountain. Right? Start tapping into yourself, because you are these things, you just forgot. So don't poo-poo. Don't poo-poo the time that you spend working on you, because it's important. It's important for you to understand. It makes a big difference. Trust me. Living, breathing experience right here. Now, the thing that I wanted to connect to the entourage today to talk about, and this is a very probably odd, uncomfortable, bizarre, weird topic, but it needs to be discussed, because just like it was for me, a major question that came in not long after I started my healing journey. It's important, because I'm sure that there are those of you that are also new to this that are like, why is this happening? I don't understand. And some of you are like, what is she talking about? Well, I'm talking about the fact that when you start healing, whether it's something of yours or something within Gaia or something within the collective, the energy around you, you will begin to notice, if you haven't already, that there is a certain amount of physical breath or air or gas that leaves your body as you process it. Yep. And yep. It was the weirdest thing the first time it really started happening, and I realized that it was happening as something that I was clearing. It was so obvious. I was like, okay, what the, why did that just happen? And so let me give you some examples. So when I clear a chakra, when I'm done with the chakra, I yawn. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. Don't matter whether I'm tired. I yawn when I clear a chakra. I also yawn when I do any type of balance from left to right hemispheres of the body. I will have a deep or sigh as I'm processing people's emotions. When I process negative energy and entities, there will be some type of gas that leaves the body, whether it's like in a burp or flagellant, means. And you just notice, and you're like, why is this happening when it's something new? And so I'm here to tell you, in this weird, crazy, uncomfortable, odd topic, that is just something that happens as a healer. And so, that's just okay. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I connected to the entourage just a few moments before I turned the camera on, and I'm like, can y'all answer that question for me? Because I never, all these years, never really asked why that is something that is common for those of us that are healers. Like, why does air or gas need to leave the body as you are processing energy of some sort. So I'm gonna ask them if they will please step in and just maybe give us a little understanding on what's up with that. All right, give me a minute. Okay. Why is that, you guys? Why does that happen? As you well know, energy takes on many forms and in constant change and movement at all times. And so when an energy changes forms and processes back to source, creator, God, love, whatever you want to see your creator as, it has a final energetic aspect that it moves through on its way there. And as it leaves the earth plane, this dimension of space, it sheds that energetic print, so to say, that it held while it was here. And as it leaves, that print leaves behind, its last breath. It's like, oh, well, okay, that's interesting. It leaves behind its last essence, okay, we'll call it breath, but essence, as it is transformed into and back to love. Okay, interesting. What about the reason why sometimes it's a yawn, sometimes it's a sigh, sometimes it's some type of gas? It depends. It depends on the form that it was in when it left, when it changed and left. The more dense, the more form and the more dense it is, the greater impact. Oh, and they're kind of getting into that last essence might be mixed with more heat to burn away. Before it transfers back to source. It depends on what is needed on the energetic, molecular, chemical standpoint for it to be ready to leave and process back to source. And therefore it just depends, and your body will put forth, you don't even have to know what it is, your body will automatically put forth whatever is required, they're saying, in order for that process to complete, in order to happen. Oh, that's interesting, you guys. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, that answered a lot for me. I hope it did you. I don't want to go too long today because I'm cold. My hand is like red and freezing now. I want to put my mitten back on. But all right, so for those of you that was a brand new concept, or maybe you have been doing it and you just kind of wondered why for yourself, I hope that helped answer some of your questions as well as it did mine. All right, until next time, have a good day. All right, bye.